This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Pat Jeff on the way with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. First time, though, for a few emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
As we jump right into the birthdays, Ola Turd Ferguson's, I want to wish my oldest daughter, Riley, a very happy birthday. Can she get a second up buttercup or a cupcake? And Coach Ted pumping her up for her talent show tomorrow, singing Thrill's favorite, All Is Found from Frozen 2. Dad and Mom love you very much and are so proud of you.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
All right, I haven't seen Frozen. My first impression is maybe get this, what's the kid, or the girl's name? Elisa?
Riley.
No.
On the move,
Elsa.
Maybe you go in dressed as Elsa. Then you sing the song. Bonus points. It's a talent competition, but all talent resides in being prepared.
Good
Strong
advice.
word. That's good advice.
Ola Michaelis, can you please wish my son Keaton a phenomenal birthday with a big old Leroy Jenkins, and you guys talking all over each other about the importance of wearing deodorant. Love, Mom and Eric. P.S. for Ted, I can't wait until you can make my pink unicorn dance again.
Oh,
Muchas gracias, gentlemen. Well, the importance of wearing deodorant depends on how much you like girls. If you like girls, you better put that on.
Don't stay, brother. It's the beginning. It's the only reason you care. Your friends will make fun of you. Man, you're going to get laid smell good.
Guys, my birthday, I've been listening to the Men's Room for 4 years now. Every day on my way home, I have the Men's Room on, so thank you guys for being a great show. How about some dirty Germans talking about how good it is to be 22? Thanks again. You guys rock. That from Caleb.
Yeah, as a real beauty of being 22 years old, it is the first time you can try the 22 position. You must be very limber, but you're at the right age.
Yeah, for me, the best part of 22 was just I spent a year drinking only those 22-ounce bottled beers.
Yeah. Shows up again at 24 and 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on to a keg later on there.
When's the last time you had a 40 malt liquor?
Of malt liquor? Oh. My money says it was with you and probably, 15 years ago?
Yeah, I have two.
I mean, honestly, like
I have two still sitting in my fridge, and I have yet to drink one of them.
How long have they been there?
Since Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin posted up a picture of Show 3000. We all have malt liquor cans. Like we have Steel Reserve and Mickey's Big Mouth.
Sure.
But it's not a 40. It's still malt.
It's still not a 40.
We have had malt liquor. We just haven't had it from a 40. Yeah.
We're not living.
Yeah.
I mean, I've drank a bumper of like MGD.
Okay.
But my buddy brought over 340s of malt liquor, and like he drank one, and I didn't. And like during a snowstorm, I was running low on beer, but I still was.
How did you not pull the trigger, man? It's a snow. I mean, like, look.
Yeah, where are you going to go?
Yeah, just drink malt
I don't
liquor.
know. They scare me now.
Pacholas, I was hoping you could give a birthday shout out to my husband, the Men's Room statistician. He never misses a show and is always waiting to document when someone F's up. Since we're in a pandemic, let's keep it simple with a big old bong rip and some turtle wax. I'll thank you guys for bringing a smile to our faces. That from the lovely Jessica, who doesn't say her boyfriend's name. Her husband.
He's the statistician. That's all we need to know.
All right.
She's married to a guy that keeps stats on our trip. That is a patient woman.
Oh, Macholos, this is Patrick the Butcher, formerly Patrick from Oliver's.
Oh,
nice. Yeah, it's been a while. Today is my
This
beautiful
dude,
wife.
let me just real quick. Of all the bartenders out there, it's one thing for me to sit at your bar for 8 hours. I get drunk. You go see Patrick. I'm telling you, brother, 2 mixed drinks from this guy.
5 minutes.
You are on your lips.
Today is my beautiful wife, Carrie's birthday. It's been a hell of a year, starting with everything shutting down as we returned from her birthday vacation last year. She couldn't work much when we got back, while I've never worked so hard in so much of my life. I couldn't have done it without you, baby. Could I get some dirty Germans talking about stuffing sausage, as that is my forte. Thanks, and hopefully we'll get some Sazerac soon. That from Patrick.
Yeah, stuff is your sausage. Now, your husband, he packs sausage the way that most people do, but when I stuff sausage, I'm stuffing my sausage in you.
Yeah, it's the stuffing of the sausage shuts off like a lot of things. It's the hand stuff. You have to caress it very easily and let it pump through.
Yeah, it is known as ham stuff.
Yeah, in Germany we call it the hand stuff.
Guys, I want to request a birthday shout-out for my brother Tyler. He's 29 years old. If I could get a little kidfish sandwich, a Leroy Jenkins, and a pep talk from Coach Ted about his existential dread of turning 30 next year. Thanks, guys. You rock. That from Brianna, pronounced the best sister in the world.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Don't sweat it, man. 30 seems like a big one, but honestly, it's not. It's not a huge deal at all. You'll turn 30, you wake up that day and you go, I'm 30. Now, people will say, no, you're in your 30s. You got to do this and that. But honestly, it's not that much different than your 20s. 35, 40, 50. And then things get bad.
Good news just keeps on coming today.
It really does.
Oh, Michelle, thanks for all the laughter you put in everybody's lives every day. I would love to give my wife Lisa a birthday shout out. If anyone deserves it, Lord knows it's her. She's an angel that has put up with me for over 30 years. That's over 60 in dog years, if you know me. So how about a fish sandwich montage? Best regards, that from the old bastard dog, a.k.a. Gary.
Can I get a
fillet of fish sandwich?
Oh, no, I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
Fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon and at night.
I'll buy you a fish sandwich. Though you don't want a fish sandwich?
Oh, the men's room today is my beautiful mother Sharon's birthday, loyal longtime listener, and I know she would love to hear where the dirty Germans might hide some sausage. Love you, Mama. That from Christopher.
Yeah, I'll give you one hint. It is part of your name. We'll be sharing that ass.
Yeah, I feel like there's a few places on this body that hides the sausage. But most people just put it in their mouth.
Yeah, I was going to say in the buns, but I like it.
Yeah.
Bitches, today is my wonderful wife Jenny's 42nd birthday. Probably a good time, Jenny. She's been kicking cancer's ass since last May. Can she get some thrill shotgun gets and now hitting the window? And the dirty Germans talking about my wife's uniboob we call Bob. It's Bob because boob has 2 O's, so it's clearly plural. Thanks, guys. That from Puma. Get!
Yeah, tonight we're going to visit your house and reenact the great movie. What about Bob?
Yeah, relax. Take it easy on me. I'm on vacation. So I will play the part of this doctor. It's Dr. Leo Marvin.
Yeah, she can go bobbing for apples.
Yeah, this one boob entices me.
I want to say her Bob cat. Here, kitty.
Gentlemen, hoping for a birthday shout-out for my 57th year. I could use a big old bong rip. Anna, you like that, since I can't have a real one. Thanks, guys. That from Raymond. Hey, guys, we want to wish our Grandpa Swayze a happy birthday. Can we get a couple little kidfish sandwiches and some dirty Germans talking about Patrick Swayze? Thanks, guys. Love the show. That from Evelyn and Amelia.
Fish sandwich.
Yeah, it's funny you bring up see Patrick Swayze, because first I'm going to dirty dance in your butt, and then I'm not going to return your calls, and I'll be your ghost.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I have Patrick Swayze jokes.
Yeah, it's a Roadhouse. So, also people don't realize what a train enthusiast he was. The Swayze Express, one of the finest out there.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat. And potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. So I have a list here of some of the healthiest and least healthiest types of bread. We touched on a little bit at the beginning of the show, but yeah, that was the question I posed today. Any sandwich, right? So most sandwiches have different types of bread, right? Like I said, the Reuben always is going to be on rye. A banh mi is going to be on a French baguette. Right? Like hamburgers come on hamburger buns or brioche bun. Like, so every sandwich is a different thing.
Jew buns are traditionally pressed sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending.
So it was just, we were just talking about bread, and it was like, if you could, every sandwich has to be on one type of bread, what would it be?
But there's so many, because like we said, there's grilled cheese.
Right.
Peanut butter and jelly. Then there's like a tuna salad, but then there's things like French dip. Mm-hmm. Right? We go like,
French roll might be the right answer.
Well, that's the
thing. But the
thing.
problem with the French roll, all right, so if you're like me, peanut butter and jelly is one of your go-tos.
Yeah.
Right? It's easy. I don't have to cook anything. Chances are I'm stoned late night. I would still eat it, but it doesn't work.
No.
The flip side of that is, and you pointed this out earlier, if I'm eating a hamburger and it's on white bread, which we've all done before, but it sucks.
Yes, it does.
Which is funny, because one of the original hamburgers in the United States is served on toasted white bread.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely need to toast it if you're going to.
Yeah.
Well, that brings up a good point, too. Like, my instinct would have gone with, like, King's Hawaiian rolls.
Now, that's what I... But
for a French dip, that would suck.
It would absolutely
be soggy.
suck.
And sweet.
What about, again...
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind the sweetness of a roll with roast beef.
For me, my definitive sandwiches are the peanut butter and jelly and the Reuben, as far as savory and then sweet-ish.
Yeah.
So I got to find the roll that can accommodate both of them.
And believe it or not, the best Reuben I ever had in my life was in Baltimore, and it was on pumpernickel.
I can see that.
A little different, but whatever.
That word's always thrown me off.
Pumpernickel?
Yeah.
Do you know what it means? We've asked it on Big Dummy years ago before you start texting me.
Isn't it like crap?
No, you're close. It means
garbage?
The devil's fart.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is what
whatever
it
it was,
means.
it's not good.
Right, the devil's fart bread.
So what do you want to know first? The healthy breads or the least healthy? You know, let's start with the healthy ones, because most of the unhealthy things you guys already know and love them.
All right.
So the number one healthiest bread is a tie between whole grain and whole wheat. Now, with that said, you got to look at the labels, because not all brands are created equal. Look for types that say 100% whole wheat or whole grain. If they don't say 100%, they might only have a tiny amount.
Right.
So some things could be wheat or whole grain, but they just have a few, and that's a very American thing. They're just sneaking by and being like, "Oh, this counts."
There's enough to call it cheese, you know.
Yeah. Oh, there's enough to call it juice.
Mm-hmm. Which is what, 5%?
I'm not. You know what? Like whole grain. If I have to eat whole grain bread, if it's toast, I'm okay. Like I don't like it on any sandwich, but if it's the toast, I'm like, all right, I can deal with this.
Yeah, I think sometimes too.
Keep in mind French toast as far as a bread, right? Because you just hooked up French toast the other night, right? Right. And it's delicious. That's important too, man. As far as the bread,
French
you're
toast
pick.
is delicious. I don't get French toast often, but when I do, I'm always pumped.
It's so healthy. It's really good for you.
Yes. Ezekiel or sprouted grain bread. It contains less salt, more protein, and more fiber than most breads.
Ezekiel. I don't know if I've ever had that.
You never had Ezekiel bread?
I don't think so.
You haven't either, have you?
Nope.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've never even heard of it.
I don't know. Must be in like the food section. I don't shop.
Hold on, I'm going to
like healthy
Google
foods.
This. Ezekiel? Okay.
Ezekiel, or sometimes it's called sprouted bread.
Ezekiel.
All right, now this one, third on the list, and we were talking in the office. Some people knew this, some people didn't, but sourdough. Sourdough actually isn't that bad for you, which is kind of funny because a lot of people really like sourdough, but it's like, no, that one's okay. Sourdough, I still think, might be my favorite bread overall.
Okay.
Like sweet rolls have their place. I love those, but I'm still concerned about peanut butter and jelly on a sourdough. But
right, that's the real challenge.
But it holds up. It's a sturdy bread.
It's good for a grilled cheese.
Right, it's good for a lot of things.
I like sourdough.
I did not know it was healthy. That was one of the breads I would just assume.
I thought it was unhealthy.
It would be in the other category.
I thought because it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I like it.
Rye bread. Healthier breads tend to take longer to digest, so you feel fuller longer than you would if you eat just like white bread.
All right. Okay. I'm down with rye.
Well, as I say, we got St. Patrick's Day around the corner.
Yeah.
Go get a Reuben.
Why not?
Yeah.
God, Reuben sounds so good right now.
Well, it's Reuben season, I think.
It is. Corned beef's coming up.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut.
Let's see. Multigrain. This means they use more than one type of grain.
So sourdough is better for you than multigrain.
Correct.
Huh.
All right. Take that multigrain.
Yeah, I'm never buying multigrain again.
Yeah.
I'll just buy sourdough.
So look for 100% multigrain bread and make sure the first ingredient is whole grain flour.
All right. I'm not buying it now. I'm just
Well,
gonna buy
that's the
sourdough.
thing, too, is like, I mean, the companies are so good at tricking people.
Sure.
So some of them have a lot of seeds. They say whole grain. But honestly, yeah, you're better off eating a bunch of different breads.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just a lie, man.
Straight up lie.
all a lie.
It's a lie. It's a lie. So those are the healthiest breads. Now, can you guess what the dead last ranking bread is for healthiness?
I know this.
I have no idea.
I know this.
Terrell, you love these.
I love these.
It's the worst thing you could possibly eat as far as the bread family.
It's tough to find good ones in Seattle, I would say.
Bagels.
Yeah.
Bagels are the worst.
Almost cuss. Wow. That's
I know.
awful.
Bagels are so delicious. Like toasted bagel, regular bagel, and schmear.
I mean, everything bagel.
cream
You know,
cheese.
Sometimes they say the most, not the healthiest, but as far as the calorie goes, you should get an English muffin in the morning. I know that's probably not on the list.
An
as
English
far as
muffin in the morning. Stick with the
good
bagel.
Foods, but
You know
I do
what?
like
It's
an
not on the
English
list.
muffin. I'm wondering how that falls in, because it's one of my favorites in the morning.
You are an English muffin guy.
I love them. I think they're
I
great.
mean, I don't dislike English muffins. It's not that. But you have to understand, well, Miles, it's just odd. How many people in your life where someone, without asking them, goes, I like English muffins.
Yeah.
I love English muffins. Miles goes through and he explains it like it's porn. Oh, dude, the way the butter melts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I get it,
Oh,
man.
yeah. You can make a sandwich if you want. There's so many options.
I like English muffins. I'd probably use English muffins more for a sandwich. But you're right. To me, English
Breakfast
muffin
sandwich,
is very
like a little egg, bacon.
Well, even
cheese.
just a turkey sandwich with or tuna salad.
Like if you go someplace
Really?
and get breakfast.
Look at you.
Yeah. If you go someplace and get breakfast and you
Yeah.
get an English muffin on the side, if you get bacon and some eggs, you can make a little
I
salad.
agree. It's fantastic for breakfast.
Dude, I have a buddy. He eats an English muffin with peanut butter like every morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm with you. I like English muffins. I don't get is
Weird as Miles.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, I can see Miles right now. We're just talking about it.
Fired up
Nooks
now.
and crannies getting gone.
The problem with bagels, they usually are made from refined flour, have a ton of sugar, and they're high in calories.
And that's why they taste so good.
All right, now the least healthiest kind of breads after coming up from bagels,
White.
we have hamburger buns.
Really?
Yeah, which sucks.
Come on,
All right,
man.
you're really going to hate this one. We love it. Mike just got into it. It makes the best French toast.
Brioche.
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 Come
That's what my
on.
sandwich was on today.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you eat brioche, it tastes decadent. You know
Yeah.
that ain't healthy for you.
I know, but it's just bad news that it's so unhealthy.
Brioche
comparatively.
bun. So get the brioche bun over the hamburger bun because they're saying the hamburger bun is worse. Take the brioche bun.
They're about equal.
Okay.
But I'm with you. But
You just got shut down, bro.
sorry, but you don't need a reason. The brioche bun over the regular hamburger bun because it's just better.
And I'm telling you, man, toast that bad boy. Toast that bad
Let's
boy.
see. The other things we got on here: white pita bread.
Pita bread. Oh,
Really?
you know what, man? I've heard that. That's not the best thing.
Well, I
in the
think
world.
traditional pita bread's not going to be that white.
Because you think because it's not big and fluffy or whatever, but it's just really condensed.
By the way, just real quick, someone says, you guys are killing me. I'm so hungry, and I've not had bread in 10 months. I've lost 45 pounds.
See?
But boy, do I miss bread. That's
Flour tortillas also make the list.
Yep.
This is everything I eat.
Right. So you
and
feel like you want a tortilla wrap? Because
Yes.
you think it's healthier?
Yes.
It's not.
Right,
Well,
because they do
Like,
a lot
if
of
you get
salads,
If you get
right?
a chicken
So they-
wrap, I mean, granted, there's different kinds of wraps. There's spinach wraps and wheat wraps and everything else.
I think it also depends on what you're ordering, right? So if the option's a regular plain white roll or whatever, like you might have less calories. This is overall healthiness, too.
Okay, all right.
If you're just watching calorie counts, it depends. Listen, the spinach tortilla wrap is probably my favorite wrap out there. I love that damn thing. I could eat every sandwich in there. I don't know about every sandwich. And then obviously the last thing on this is white bread.
White bread.
Yeah,
It's all the good bread.
But you knew that.
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm
stuff you
saying.
like.
Yeah, I don't know.
By the way, somebody here says, I have a pack of sourdough English muffins in my fridge. I made myself an egg McMuffin with cheddar and Tabasco yesterday. Ooh. What you make with breakfast,
Yeah,
man?
bring them into us.
Yeah, man,
We're
come on.
starving. Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. You are listening to The Men's Room.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Coming up in minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, a quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, after 20 years, a court in Germany told a baker that he had to stop selling cookies made with sawdust.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we got to the bottom of that one.
For 20 years.
Right.
Hey, it's been 2 decades, man. We thought maybe you should stop with the sawdust.
That's got to mean that he had a quote-unquote non-lethal dose of sawdust.
I'm sure, man. But I
give him some volume.
Maybe I'm the only person, but I swear certain Girl Scout cookies, I'm convinced, have sawdust.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't.
Well, sure.
It's just so dry. It's like they taste good, but they're just dry.
No, they don't. None of them taste good, except for tag-alongs. And the s'mores ones. That's it. Everything else is garbage.
What about Thin Mints?
No.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I don't mind a mint, but I don't find a mint enjoyable. That's why I don't think mint chocolate chip ice cream should be a thing. I know that everybody loves it so much.
Yes.
I don't want to have toothpaste as a dessert. I'm good.
What about an Andes mint?
I'll eat it, but again, it's not like I enjoy it. I mean, I understand it's at the end of the meal and they give it to you with the check, and it's all right. That's fine.
I remember those days too, Mike.
Yeah, the anti-mint.
No, just the Andes. I'm thinking about it like as a kid, that was like a huge, massive deal if a restaurant gave you those Andes. But can't remember the last time a restaurant gave me a damn mint.
Those are high dollar. Right by the toothpicks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'll have a peppermint. That's fine. You get
really? Andes is peppermint chocolate, though, right?
No, it's not peppermint. It's just mint.
Oh, just mint.
Yeah.
Right.
If I have a choice, I'd take spearmint.
I would take spearmint.
I chew gum.
I'm glad we all agree with that. Yeah, well, spearmint.
I chew gum all the time, and I'm fine with chewing gum as mint because fresh as my breath and all that fine stuff.
But to me, spearmint is the definition of mint.
Do you ever go to one of those fancy places where they put mint on top of your vanilla ice cream for dessert?
Yeah.
No.
You ever just eat the mint?
No.
It's so good.
What?
Yes.
No. Why does that need to be a part of my dessert? Dessert's supposed to be fun, whimsical. Yay!
Oh, my God, dude.
This is mint. What you got, Ted?
Right, it's like the use of that word, whimsical.
Whimsical. It's a good word. A man in Texas test drove a BMW to a bank, robbed it, and then tried to use the money to buy the BMW.
Now, look, I know you shouldn't do that, but I like his thinking.
I don't, for the fact he only asked for $10,000, and I know damn well that a BMW costs more than that.
No, but here's the thing. You put the down, but obviously you're leading a life of crime. So you give them the down payment in cash, right?
But isn't a $10,000 payment an immediate flag to the IRS if you pay with cash?
I mean,
you can't withdraw over 10 G's.
Right. Here's the thing. I don't think you can spend it in cash. You can spend $900.
No, he robbed a bank. Right. He's too worried about the rules.
That's a good point.
But also,
that's a good point.
I know in Baltimore for a while, all the not the drug dealers, but the higher up on the chain, man, they were down there buying Navigators in cash. You know what's going on, but it doesn't mean what they're doing is illegal.
Mm-hmm. And if you go to a used car lot, I mean, who knows what you can pull off?
That's true. Yeah. A police officer in Florida asked a man for his ID, and he pulled out a bag of weed gummies instead.
Oops. That's me right there, the green one.
What were they called?
Did you
dank stickies?
I know
or something?
you're not working on this, but did you see the amount of THC in those edibles?
No. Was it just egregious?
It was unbelievable.
Keep in mind, the first word in the name of them, and I can't remember, was dank something.
Right.
Like seriously.
I want to say this guy was in Colorado, and one of the bags said 500 milligrams worth of, edibles, right?
And how many were in there?
10. That's a 50 milligram edible.
Hence the dank.
Yeah. Which is, compared to the 10 milligram we get, that's 5 more. So, guy eats 2, he's gone. Flying.
Goodness.
I want to say, last time we did Weed Week, Robin was here, all right?
Yeah.
And so an edible brownie had showed up, and it's like, we pulled the name out of the hat, it's my name.
Right.
I ate the brownie. Robin walks back to the office and says, the brownie. I said, I ate it. And she goes, dude, you're supposed to cut it into quarters. I've never been this high in my life, dude. And I'm not making this up. I was high for 3 days.
Oh,
Like,
man.
I would wake up the next day, and I'm like, I am baked. So, yeah, because Robin said, are you okay? I said, we will find out. I had no idea. So, oops. I got real high.
Oh, I would not be okay. That'd be a bad day. Okay, a 14-year-old in New Mexico accidentally ran his mother over while she was teaching him to drive.
Yeah, not good.
He says it's an accident.
Right, so yeah, she was standing outside. I don't know exactly what she was helping him do, probably park or parallel park or something like that, but
she's not doing well either.
No, she's in the hospital right now.
Golden rule, you stand to the side of the vehicle.
Correct.
And I don't care, it can be Mario frickin' Andretti, like stand to the side of the vehicle.
Goodness gracious. A 16-year-old in Michigan set off an explosive at a school that he built with his dad, and his dad was arrested.
Yeah, now the kid doesn't have thumbs.
Goodness gracious.
He lost
never hit
both
something.
of his thumbs.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, the kid's 16. Do you know how old his father was?
16. I guess his dad was 42. 33.
Thank goodness all he has to do is learn to type now, because you're not going to use a pencil.
Yeah,
What
but
were
the
they
space
build?
bar is
Was
gonna
it
be
supposed to be like a firework, or they just built
I
a
don't
bomb?
know. I think he legit just built an explosive device.
I'm trying to figure out how you'd even brush your teeth without.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
That did not look good.
Hey, you can make that work.
Try to do something without your thumbs.
I mean, I
Tie your shoes. Tie your shoes without your thumbs.
Yeah, right
hang
now.
on.
You can
Let's
do
see
it.
what I can do here.
Uh-huh.
All right, I don't deny that it.
This is basically all you're doing is putting your shoes on and going to work, dude. It's not really a big thing.
Yeah, and everyone's screaming, hurry up.
Maybe you're going to school because
Your Uber's honking. Come on, hurry up.
Both your thumbs off. So
Well, here's the hard part. Hang on.
doing it.
You got it. You got it, Mike. You got it.
Boom.
You did it.
Yeah.
That was great work, dude.
Dexterous.
That was.
And again, that was difficult. I don't want to have to do that, but you should be able to get through life.
I'm impressed by how fast you did that.
Oh, thank you, sir. 9 out of the 15 most dangerous cities for pedestrians are in which U.S. state? It is Big Dummy Day.
Florida.
California.
Florida.
New York. Oh, Mr. Haley, you nailed it.
It's old people,
Florida.
dude.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
It
sense.
is old people everywhere. Yeah, it's got to be Florida.
Yeah, man.
Every time
It's
there's
dangerous
a,
to drive on. I've never been on a highway for 40 miles. This is not a joke. And the person in front of me has to blink around the whole time. And I'm like, man, I just don't know. Right? I don't
You just
know.
float that back corner.
Right. You hear a lot of ambulances in Florida constantly, all times of the day, all times of the night, just based on where people are.
Sure.
So every time an ambulance roars by or whatever, my dad's like, "There's another used caddy in the auto trader."
Well, that is morbid.
No, that is life in Florida.
Oh, man.
I wonder what year it is. I wonder how many miles he got on it. Probably garage kept. Only 6,500 miles. He's only driving to the Piggly Wiggly or the Publix.
All right. That's true. And nowhere else.
Wisconsin State Patrol caught a guy using a camping chair as his driver's seat.
I saw that picture.
I wonder how he
had a seatbelt.
Right? I mean,
well, have one of those beer holders in the armrest, you hope? I don't think it
heck yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
talking
That'd
about?
be great.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, cops are like, no, it's not great.
No, it's not okay.
Somebody was thinking when they made those folding chairs.
These guys are going to be camping. They need beer. I wonder, where do you go if you need a new seat? Like, do you just go to the wrecking yard, and then if they don't have it, then you're SOL?
I wouldn't know where to go other than the junkyard.
Right.
I got used car seats.
It's not like you can go to GM.com and say, let's see, I need a 1980s.
I'm sure you could if you got the money.
Yeah, it's true. There's a video going viral on TikTok of a customer at Subway demanding basically an entire bottle of sriracha on her sandwich. I have seen this video.
I saw it today. I showed it to Miles. That is
disgusting.
It is
Like, is she messing with this person, or is she serious?
She honestly looks nervous enough to where she looks serious.
And she's like, yeah, more. And then she's like, what'd she say? It's got to, like, ooze out or something?
Yeah.
But Thrill, I mean, honestly, like, it's hard to even picture it. You heard him say it, and I was like, yeah, sure. But when you click on the video and you see this, it's like, oh, my God.
Yeah, it wouldn't even matter what sandwich you got because you wouldn't taste it.
It wouldn't matter
what I'm saying? Like, you could just
get bread and sriracha.
Right, yeah,
right.
Serious.
And the thing is that it's not that regular bottle of sriracha that you get. It's like one of those industrial size that they have at Subway.
Yeah, it's like
the big time ones. And she upended it, and she's.
He looks like a mayo, like a sriracha mayo.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's just sriracha. It's Subway.
Right,
so
she got a problem, man.
But she starts out with that deal that she's thinking that it's just a heavy pour at this point, so she's kind of going back and forth on it, and she's giving it a good dose.
Sure,
no more, and just some more, and then she just kind of keeps going on it. She had to re-up and reload on that hand, like milking an udder, man.
I thought about this. Just the idea that someone knew and was filming her. Sounds to me like this was something that was planned.
Well, the video says the employee's like, I hope I don't get in trouble. I hope the lady doesn't notice.
But she must be a regular customer, so she just...
No. It's what Mike's saying. They had already gone through, like, the first bottle or something, and then,
so they flipped it on them.
Yeah. That's why it's at that weird angle. They're, like, secretly recording how much...
Yeah, they started it when it was getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
They started it like, look how much sriracha this chick has, and it got just stupid levels.
All right. What do you think her bathroom smells like?
Oh.
I mean, it's a sriracha blow-up she's having.
Worse than what you smelled earlier today.
Oh, the farm animals that you...
Wow. All right.
Oh, man. A teenager in Ontario called 911 because his mom changed his Xbox password.
Look, 911 is not the place to go.
No. And I sure hope that they told him that, too.
Unfortunately for that kid, that was an emergency in his life.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, in all things considered, the scale of things that are important to him, that is an emergency.
And the only question I have is, what did you do that she did that?
Yes.
Huffington Post just released the 5 mistakes that we make in the morning that ruin our productivity. Any idea of what those mistakes might be, gang? Ted, what you got?
I was going to say, looking at your phone.
Looking at your phone first thing in the morning, you're saying ruins your productivity. Any guesses from you, Mr. Hill?
Don't think I can get as Ted. What Ted's saying, man.
All right, Miles.
Not making your bed.
Not making the bed. All right. So here are the 5 mistakes that we make in the morning that ruin our productivity. Number 5, not prepping the night before. It's hard to do more at the end of a long day, but preparing ahead of time can make a big difference in productivity. Okay. And in the long run, it can actually buy you more downtime.
You pack a lunch at night, you feel like, all right, man, I got that taken care of.
Exactly. It's one more thing off your mind.
Right.
Preload the coffee maker and set the timer on it. That way it's piping hot and ready to go.
Yep.
Number 4, starting the day in reactive mode instead of proactive mode. Being proactive means spending some time thinking about your priorities that day and making a plan. Not reaching for your phone first thing can help.
Mm-hmm. I actually do that one. That's good.
Right. Wake up. Okay, I have to get
start
this
prepping
done.
for work. That's it. That is it.
Exactly. These are the 5 mistakes that we make in the morning that ruin our productivity. Number 3, skipping breakfast and not drinking water. Being hungry and dehydrated makes it harder to focus, so eat and stay hydrated to be at your best. I know it's inconvenient. I know it creates dishes at the beginning of the day. Make yourself breakfast.
I don't. I eat when I get there. I get there about 10, and by 10:30, I've usually pulled up my little sandwich.
That's where I'm at.
And all that, So it's not quite, it's more of a break.
But no water. I'm drinking coffee. I'm guilty of that.
Honestly, just a bowl of cereal. I mean, it doesn't have to be intricate. It doesn't have to be eggs and bacon and toast, but, I hate to say it. Sound like a millennial here, but make yourself some avocado toast.
Jesus Christ.
It's great, man.
I mean, just.
And I hate avocado.
I'm going to go, Lyft. I'll eat breakfast in the morning, but... Yeah, I usually I drink water every morning, but usually I just have coffee or something.
Well, you're all doing it wrong, because these are the 5 mistakes that we make in the morning that ruin our productivity. Huffington Post.
People are doing it right.
Yeah, that rag. Number 2, not getting dressed. Believe it or not, staying in sweatpants all day isn't great for productivity. Getting dressed tells your brain something new is about to happen and helps you shift gears. What? Sure. I sit in my comfy clothes and I want to just lay down and be comfy? That makes no sense at all.
I mean, I do that on the weekend sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, oftentimes on Sundays, I don't have a lot planned or whatever. But, at a certain point, it's like, all right, we got to shower and change clothes.
I do that pesky early Saturday, Sunday morning grocery trip.
Yeah.
So I'm dressed by 6:30.
There you go.
Becoming that guy.
Yeah. See, my problem is I change into the mesh shorts first thing when I get home, or at least I shouldn't say first thing, but when I'm done for the day. When I'm no longer having to go outside, walk the dog, go to the grocery store, whatever it is. When I am home, mesh shorts are on.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I go home. First thing I do, man, put on my wife's thongs and a pair of Crocs.
I like your style.
And then cook dinner.
Yeah, with an apron.
Yeah, Yes, with an apron on, yes.
And then you turn on your OnlyFans.
That's my go-to, yeah.
This back view is amazing.
And make $0.
Thrills, thongs, and Crocs.
Right.
Come on in,
You're
kids.
going to get one of those websites. Maybe you can make a fortune.
I don't think so.
Are you kidding me?
I'm in my wife's thongs and a pair of Crocs.
6'4" black guy
Making
cooking dinner with
Right.
an apron on. I'm telling you, man, you might make $1 million.
And then just leave the bass guitar in there, and then while things are cooking, just turn it on and start playing a little
Ass
bit.
hanging out the whole time.
Yeah.
Walking around, dicing onions.
Hey, keep your eye out for it.
Wait for it, man. The text line's going to blow up. People are going to pay for it.
I bet you'd be shocked how many people would subscribe to that.
Bet. If I got 2 people, I'd be shocked.
I would bet it would be ridiculous.
We got to get this thing going, man.
Exactly.
We got to make this thing. And this is the number one mistake that we make in the morning that ruins our productivity. And I think we've all done it at some point. Forcing yourself to wake up too early. It says don't beat yourself up if you aren't an early bird. You might actually get more done throughout the day if you get more sleep. So if your schedule allows, sleep a little bit longer and don't feel guilty.
That's not bad advice.
I never feel guilty about sleeping a little longer.
My biggest problem is the days that I know I can sleep in, I can't.
No.
Right?
And the days that I need to get up in the morning, and the days like I could have slept all day today.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like I can never win on that one.
A man in Florida was arrested for driving 120 miles an hour, but he has a good reason.
What was that?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line from Profile This. We will take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?